Prince lives here, we got 10,000 lakes. But wait, the women are beautiful, to me they are. And we're not infested with pretentious movie stars. And it hit me, Minnesota is dope, if only simply for not what we have, but what we don't.
Welcome to 10 Minutes with Tony Scott. I'm Tony Scott. Joined in studio for our final episode of the year, Peter Odney.
Thanks for having me, Tony.
It's been fun.
It's been a good ride.
It's been a great ride. All right, who's our sponsor today's show?
Our sponsor today is High Performance Hockey Tape from Mueller. It's the secret sauce for mind-blowing dangles, laser-sharp passing, and sniper-accurate shots. Compared to traditional cloth tape, Mueller Hockey Tape is 15% lighter and 25% thinner for better handling, passing, and scoring. Plus, it's 35% stronger. Mueller High Performance Hockey Tape. Ask for it at your local pro shop.
Love it.
Love it.
Got a lot of ground to cover, ice to cover. We're like a Zamboni. We're going to cover the whole sheet, aren't we, today?
Yes.
All right, here we go. First of all, Pee Wee AA. Congratulations, state champions. Chaska Chanhassen, epic win over us.
That's an instant classic, right?
It was a great game. Both goalies really were in the spotlight in this game, the entire game. Carter Wishart and Alec Junkie from Osseo Maple Grove.
Impressed that you remembered both of them.
Yes, I do. They were very unforgettable, that's for sure. Trey Fetchko gets the game winner, no surprise.
No surprise.
One of the best players in the state. Right next door, simultaneously next door, Johnson Como, North St. Paul. You're a Como kid.
Yes.
They win the state championship over Hated Edina. Could you imagine ever when you were a kid that a Como team would beat Edina to win a Pee Wee A state championship?
No,
you
never.
Also, in a repeat of the Gobbler championship game, Edina Green beats Moorhead
Black
to win the Pee Wee V. So congratulations to them. That's the one out of the three Pee Wee championships I predicted correctly.
You're hitting 333 so
and I was only 2 for 4 in the quarterfinals. So Wayzata proved me wrong, beating Lakeville South. And Wayzata ends up taking third in Pee Wee AA. So congratulations to that team.
Slam on you, Tony.
Absolutely. Slam, slam, slam. All right, let's move on to Bantam AA. You were in Marshall for the championship games. So
I was.
Talk us a little bit about what happened, what you saw down there.
For one, that's a beautiful facility over there. Really, really nice. Had a lot of fun in my 4 hours in Marshall, and shout out to whoever provided the live stream. Is that MSBN?
Yeah.
MSBN, really nice job with the live stream. Bantam AA, White Bear Lake, my pick. My pick. Cruises to victory over OMG.
The irony is, if I pick White Bear Lake, every time I've ever picked them for the last 6 years, they've lost. Now you start picking them to win.
Well, here's the deal. They didn't have to play an overtime game. Yes. I believe Osseo Maple Grove had to play 2.
Quattro, for sure. They had a 4 overtime.
2 overtime games.
Okay. And I don't know about their other game with Stillwater.
They both went to overtime.
Yes,
right,
true.
so fresh legs for White Bear.
Tusty scored with like 6 seconds left to send it to OT.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Unforgettable.
Yes.
And Bantam A, Orono dethroned by our friends from Edina.
Great coaching staff at Edina. Congratulations to them.
Right.
And a great season. I mean, just from cover to cover, they had a great season.
And congratulations to Orono for 3 straight Bantam A title games. That's insane.
Hard thing to accomplish.
That's insane.
Hats off to them, too. Moving on to high school, a little bit about, we have some college commits, both from St. Thomas Academy. You're familiar with both of these players?
Absolutely. I saw Robbie Stucker after a game talking to the coaching staff from Nebraska, Omaha, so I thought that might be where he was headed.
Right?
That was my tip.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Robbie is going to go to Colorado College.
Good choice.
Colorado College is getting a very good offensive defenseman.
Absolutely. And then his mate, Willie Rhyme, committed to the Air Force Academy. So 2 commits within like 24 hours of each other. It was pretty cool to watch.
That's interesting because so many players commit either right after the season or during the season. And these 2 cadets took a little time with their commitments.
Correct. High school realignments.
High school.
We're not going to talk about Hermantown not moving down, right? That's not moving up, right? We're moving past that one.
Please, let's move on past that.
New Prague is going to AA. They'll be in 2AA. That'll be a tough test for the Trojans.
Yikes.
Blake is opting up to AA.
I like it.
I love it.
I like it.
Great coach,
like
Greg
it.
May, says, hey, if we're going to do this thing, let's do it right. Let's go all the way with the girls. The girls obviously moved up as well.
Right.
Much needed move up.
When you beat the state champion at AA as the single A champion, it's time to
Did
might
you
be
just-
time to
Did you
move
say
up.
that? Because Hermantown did that too the last 2 years. They beat Wayzata and then they beat Grand Rapids. So
But I could see sustained success for Blake at the AA level. If
Yes.
Hermantown moved up this season,
it's going to be a little tough.
there might be a couple growing pains.
Yes, agreed. Okay, next, Monticello, the Moose. They are moving to AA.
How
Moving
dare you
to
become
AA.
successful, mammal?
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're going to throw you to Moorhead.
Hastings moves from 3AA to 1AA. I don't think that's really going to affect the landscape too much.
Geographically, it might be nicer for Hastings.
St. Louis Park is moving down to 2A, and I think that
could
makes
be interesting.
2A even more difficult because people might just go, oh, St. Louis Park, not very good. In Bantams 3 years ago, this group of ninth graders had a really good run. They were kind of like Buffalo was this year in Bantams. They were really tough.
Yeah.
To take a really good Bantam AA team and put them in a Class A class with Orono. I saw
Right.
Orono. I was actually at a Orono St. Louis Park game 3 years ago at Bantams, and it was a great game. I think it ended up in a tie. To give you some idea, we have Orono already in the top 3 or 4 in the state next year.
Right.
Put St. Louis Park in that group. Watch out for the Orioles. They will be a
Granted,
legit top 10 team.
they do lose Bauer Newdecker, but they got a really nice
Really good junior
nucleus.
class. Really good junior class. Really good goaltender and Will Penny coming up. He'll be a junior this year.
Right.
I saw him play a couple times this year. Saw him play in the Bantam Elite. He was arguably one of the best goalies in the
He
league.
played every game.
He was amazing. His goaltending partner had to leave after like a week, so he played a lot. Okay, so where are we next?
We're at Red Wing moving
I can't
to
read your
4.
Red Wing writing. Yeah,
I'm going to be a doctor someday.
Yes.
Look at that chicken scratch. We got
And-
Red Wing and Northfield moving into 4A.
finalists from 1A shipped out to a section that was already really solid.
With Matamidi, SPA, Johnson,
South St. Paul,
Totino.
Totino. Why do they need 2 more decent teams? 1A needs more help.
that
3A
section just-
needs more help. Not 4A. Did they not watch the games? I don't get it. That one doesn't make any sense at all.
That one doesn't even make sense
Geographically,
logistically.
it doesn't make sense. Bad eye. Thumbs
Whatever.
down. Okay, now we're going from there off
To our wish
list.
list.
Okay, we're going away from high school hockey back to youth hockey on the Minnesota Hockey. I have 3 wishes. We kind of
You have 2, I have 1.
Yeah, we have 2. Well, which one is yours?
I'm taking credit for one of these.
You're going to take one of them. Which one is it? I'm
The good
trying to
one.
think. The good one.
I'm taking
Which
credit
one?
for the shorter season.
Oh, that's a great one. That's yours. I agree with
shorter
that. Okay,
season.
So we'll start with that one. Let's end the season. I'll start it. You finish it. Let's end the season early. Let's end the youth season the week before the state high school tournament. So which have been this year, March 4th. Have regions February 27th, state March 4th, state high school March 11th. We out. We gone. Instead of the letdown.
I mean, there's such, I put
Right?
it this way before the show, the emotional hangover after the drama of the boys' high school season coming to an end. It's the pinnacle, it's the summit. And then youth state is treated as kind of an afterthought, which is unfortunate.
A youth tournament the week before, and if we could sneak it in here on our wish list, this is a mini wish, would be have it at the Super Rink, put all the state tournament games in that building. The place would be obnoxiously cool. It would
Yeah.
be the coolest thing you could ever imagine.
You would get so much spillover from every level watching these
Every
games.
game, it would be amazing to watch. Super easy technology-wise, super easy everything-wise. It would be great for everybody. So that's my little wish list for shortening this tournament. That's a good one. Here's my big one. It would be move the 12As to 13A. So 12A is conceivably is 7th grade. If you move it to 13A and move everything else around the 13As, now you get all of the 8th graders who have this decision. Should I go play high school in 8th grade, or should I stay and remain and play with the 7th graders? It would be an awesome situation. It would keep all these other girls from transferring into high school. It would preserve a lot more spots for players to play longer high school careers. It works for everybody. Great hockey programming. So 13A, think about it. Just give it some thought.
about it.
It works. It's just like in the late 80s when Minnesota moved back to half birthdays. It allowed all the 9th graders the ability to play bantams versus taking JV spots from other more qualified 10th and 11th graders. It
Right.
opens up more spots. 13A works, 11A works, 15A works. It works for everybody. I love this concept. It was brought to me by a dad of an elite player. He goes, you should push this concept. And if I have some time, as U Hockey Hub, we can actually push this concept through our writing and maybe even take
It gives players another year to develop at the youth level as opposed to thinking, all right,
I got to go play.
I got to go play high school hockey.
I'm in 8th grade. I need to hang out with 17, 18-year-old girls. No, that's not a good idea. And finally, while we're at the Minnesota hockey meetings talking about the 13s, we might as well just bring back 1 through 24 for the Metro AA.
Haven't heard that one before.
You haven't?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, yeah, that's the concept, is to bring back the 1 through 24. Make sure the top 24 teams get into the regionals, not teams based on the number of teams in your district. All right, we're done with that avenue. Now we're moving on to the Boom Roasted.
Our Stars of Tomorrow Boulevard.
Oh, sorry, I thought we were on file. Okay, yeah, we're going down that boulevard first.
Little plug for ourselves here. Stars of Tomorrow. We had a fabulous weekend.
A lot of great players
out at the Plymouth Ice Center. We saw some great players this weekend,
girls,
Tony.
Boys, what were some of the girls that you liked?
Loved the Andover duo, Peyton Hemp and Hallie Fields. Andover is going to be a force.
They will be a
to
force,
be reckoned with.
Force. They and Edina, just the last couple of years at 12s and 15s have been right there, and I think that's going to just perpetuate itself into high school hockey.
Right. We also liked Tristana Tater,
yes,
who I believe is from Maple Grove.
Yes.
Wow.
Good player.
Great player.
How about on the boys' side? A lot of heroes there. The 03s. Always good to see Chaz Lucius.
Always nice to see Chaz.
I think they came up with 25 points combined as a brother duo.
Every summer tournament, I don't even have to wonder about who's going to lead in scoring.
No, you don't.
It's going to be a Lucius.
Yes, it will be. Mitchell Vanderway came down from Thunder Bay and lit it up. Was leading scorer and was the tournament MVP at the 06 level.
Don't think he lost a face-off all weekend.
No, in fact, a couple of those face-offs turned into big goals. So
yeah, both of them in the championship game.
No, the play-in game over on Rink A. All the games kind of start to come together, don't they?
Oh, they all blend.
Yeah, they do. And then finally, shout out to Beckett Hendrickson, who had the game-winning goal. Had 2 goals, and then he had the game-winning goal
in the shootout.
In the 05s and the shootout to win it. Fooled both announcers. We thought he'd go backhand, and he went forehand and fooled us. So, what was your favorite uniform in the state Stars of Tomorrow?
I liked the South. I liked the blue.
Blue.
I did like the blue.
It was just so blue. It was. I mean, we've seen the
so
blue.
blue.
I thought the red popped. I thought the red was.
Well,
really
I forgot
cool.
that you're partial to Columbia blue.
I like Columbia blue. Had the blue been Columbia blue, I would have liked it much better. Agreed. All right, finally, now let's get to the Boom Roasted.
Moving into our
Skipped
Boom
over the
Roasted.
Stars of Tomorrow.
Boom Roast is going to go to the University of North Dakota, cutting its women's hockey program. If you have to,
I almost have to go reread that. That can't be possible.
The University of North Dakota program of Monique and Jocelyn Lamoureux and 8 Olympians from the 2014 Olympic Games has been cut. They have cut the program for budget cuts.
Can't be.
Find something else to cut.
It can't be.
Find something else to cut.
In
That's
the name of Ralph
ridiculous.
Engelstad, that just seems
That's
like
ridiculous.
blasphemy. That's a Boom Roasted.
That's a Boom Roasted.
My Boom Roasted goes out, is so vague, I apologize
Broad.
in advance. It's extremely vague, but it goes out, everybody knows who this Boom Roasted is. It goes out to the guy, or the guys, who think it's really, really neat to take shots at me.
Tough guys.
Real tough.
Tough
really tough guys. Anonymously taking shots at YHH and what in the program we do. Boom Roasted to you.
Happier subjects.
Happy.
Moving on to our
right.
game pucks.
Absolutely.
I'm going to stick in the women's vein, and my game puck is going to go to the women's national team for taking a stand against USA Hockey and the bloated salaries of the higher-ups. So my game
Very
puck
bloated.
goes to the women's national team for standing their ground.
I thought it was awesome.
That's great.
I was hoping we could get something figured out. We did.
The system needs to be reevaluated heavily.
I had a heated exchange with a buddy of mine on the treadmill yesterday morning about this topic. Heated exchange.
Heated because you were at
And actually, I
a
was
brisk
more
walk?
against
or-
the women than for the women. He was so heated for them. I was almost taking up the case for U.S. hockey, even though I wasn't for U.S. hockey. Still, I'm not in this case. But he was so in favor of the women and what they were doing.
There are some specifics that need to be
Correct.
ironed out on both
Exactly,
sides, and
exactly.
more people should be aware of those specifics. But
Before they get so heated.
Before they get so upset
was.
about it.
All right, last but not least, my game puck goes out to a guy named Jeff Stevens from St. Cloud. He broke a barrier that we didn't think we would ever see.
he shattered the glass ceiling.
Shattered it. It was amazing. He actually came into the office at one of our tournaments. We get the office visits all the time, and it's always about, hey, I don't want to be that dad. I don't want to be that mom and ask for a stat to be
But
changed.
someone had a second assist.
And he was a dad and a coach, and I thought for sure he was coming in to talk about his son, and he was. But he was there to take a goal away from his son. We nearly fainted. We nearly fainted, and I asked him actually to repeat that. And he says, yeah, he didn't get the first goal. The announcer announced it, but I don't think that he should get credit for it. So, game puck goes out to you, Jeff. I wish there were more like
An
you.
eternal game puck out to you, Jeff. Well done.
Absolutely, absolutely. For Peter Odney, I'm Tony Scott. Thanks for tuning in this year to our show. We really had a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you ain't gonna leave, cause this is where you're from, say, St. Cloud,